if I'm down and out and you rich and you try to slide me $100 like I'm Eddie Kane Jr., I might slap you across the table like Unc did in Snowfall.
See, that's the thing.
That's the ultimate disrespect. Like
it ain't.
I'm basically in jail because of what you did.
No, you in jail because you pulled a fucking gun, nigga.
To help.
We could
because he was getting jumped.
We could have. I didn't pull a gun on this nigga. I punched him. So like we could get down, nigga. It's not like niggas. If it's not like a nigga had a gun on him and he pulled a gun so he can get the gun off the dude. Nigga, you went ape shit for no reason to pull the gun on these niggas when you could have. We boxers, nigga. You could have helped me fight these niggas.
You are now tuned into Black on Black Prime.
Disclaimer, like I said, every episode, we don't care if we liked it or not. We still watch your shit, and congratulations to you. We support you, and shout outs to you, nigga, because you made it. We don't know you. We're watching this. Your movie, anybody around the world can watch your shit. You made it, my nigga. You famous. You good.
Just like always, if you didn't ask for our opinion, we didn't ask you to listen to it. So, sorry.
Click it, turn it off. Hey, y'all. We back from snowy California with another one of those good ones.
Is it raining?
This one, yeah, it's been raining on and off. It's been storming on and off. But y'all getting snow. Y'all getting snow, nigga.
It's all in the mountains.
Yep. It's snowing in our mountains too, but it ain't snowing on the streets like it's snowing for y'all. But we doing Creed 3.
It ain't snowing on the streets.
I watch the news. We doing Creed 3. Michael B. Jordan and Majors, Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, Tessa Thompson.
And Tessa Thompson, yeah.
Yeah.
This one, like you said off air, it's not really connected. It's not a continuation from what happened in 1 and 2. It's more so just tapping into the background of Creed, basically.
Yeah,
where like Jonathan Majors. Yeah, go ahead.
No, like it started off like it didn't start off with like Michael B. Jordan. Started off with his younger self. Like so, it's like almost like they went back to flashback, you know, to give you some context on what the story is going to be about. Because it's definitely, you know, there's no Rocky in this. You know what I mean? He's a boxer. You know what I mean? He still has the same woman. His daughter is older now, but there's no like. He's not trying to box, and he's not like, oh, well, I'm trying to live in my dad's shadow, or not trying to live in my dad's shadow. I want to make my own name. I don't need Rocky to help me. So it was totally disconnected other than boxing.
And he was retired. How old was he supposed to be in the movie? He retired hella young, it seemed like.
I mean, I figure in a sport like this, should you want to retire? If you started at like 21, shit, I'm retiring at 32.
I'm with that. But I'm saying like in 30. These movies, he's like 30?
35 at the latest.
Okay. But yeah, he was retired out of the game, and then he Jonathan Majors. It's funny because we never knew that he was, I guess, basically training before, because they never really showed that anyway. Yeah. No, I'm talking about Creed. He part 1, they show him jump into. He's doing street boxing, but we don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
And then we see his career start from there. So I guess he entered the game through Jonathan Majors' character.
I mean, I don't think he even he probably found out about like underground boxing and started doing it himself. Because like when they showed his character, he wasn't a boxer at all. He was just holding dude gloves and his bag.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying he entered through Jonathan. Like Jonathan Majors introduced him to that.
Okay.
Because he said they were in the same group home growing up, so they were like brothers.
Yeah. Got you.
So he must have been the introduction to it.
Yeah. Yeah. And it seemed like they were super close or whatever up until, the whole situation. Like it starts off him hitting some dude in the face, some dude named Leon.
Starts off Creed hitting Adonis hitting somebody in the face.
Right. And then it just flashes to present day.
Mm-hmm.
On another note, soundtrack for this was fire. Put that out.
Oh, it was dope. It's funny though. Look, there was an entry fight, and my wife leaned over and she was like, "What song think you gonna come out to?" I was like, "Probably Last Time That I Checked." I was like, every time they do LA movies now, Nipsey is everywhere.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Nigga, when they did that money counting machine, I just leaned over and looked at it.
that's funny. Yeah, it was very LA. And the funny part about it is, I'm trying to remember in this movie, like I felt like they was in Philadelphia. Like I feel like that was the movie. Now they're in LA, so it's like the movie turned. Like he never seemed like an LA person to me, so it was just like, why is it in LA? So it's like now they like are. I feel like anytime they make an LA movie, they got to bring like a LA feel to it, and they really don't have to. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like they'll just since we're in LA, we're gonna play Dr. Dre. Since we in LA, we're gonna show the palm trees and the lowriders. Since we in LA, we gonna,
set
you
the
know what I mean?
scene.
Yeah, it's like why? You know, we don't need it. But I
I'm
get
thinking about
like
so
did this movie really need an LA like feel like to you?
it wasn't necessary, but Jonathan Major's character was real LA like though. His accent was real LA when
It
he was
was.
talking.
It was, and that kind of threw me off too, because I'm just like, okay, were they from LA in the first couple? Like, was Adonis, did he come from LA? Did Felicia Rashad take him from LA, or was she always, or he always in
No,
Philly?
that's what I was gonna ask you because in part one, I think he was in LA because Creed was rich. So she adopted him in LA and then he went to Philly to see Rocky.
To see Rocky. Okay. So it started in LA, and he's pretty much from there. Okay. That was confusing me. I was just like, why they making it seem like he just like this is a LA movie? But I guess it
Yeah.
makes sense though if his
Because
mom started off like that.
yeah, even if you remember part one when he's in Philly training, they got the niggas riding the dirt bikes and they playing hella Meek Mill behind him while he's training and running down the street.
Right. Now I think about it, like I remember him dealing with the girl in the beginning, and he was trying to figure out Philly stuff. Like he was like, "What's a John?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, he wasn't from Philly. That's right. Yeah. I
Right.
guess I wasn't paying attention.
They
That
went
he
back
was
to
from
it.
LA. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention that he was from LA though at all, and not in the first two Creed.
Right. I mean, because they didn't really put a stamp on where he was from, but you can kind of tell when you saw Felicia Rashad and how she was living. It's like the Beverly Hills rich shit.
Okay.
And then he wanted to go train with the man, I guess, that trained with his dad. And that's when he flies to Philly.
Got you.
But so off top, I was riding with Jonathan Majors through this whole movie. Like I'm getting tired of the story where the nigga got your back, that nigga go to jail, and you just say fuck him altogether.
Okay, so I'm on the opposite side.
Hell no. Oh well, explain why.
Well, first of all, I get it. Like right now, me and you are in our 30s or whatever, right? I ain't gonna turn my back on you because I'm a grown ass man and I could communicate with you and be like, oh, shit, let me check out my boy. Let me, write my boy and
Right.
make sure you good. I'm 10, nigga. If you get arrested when I'm 10, I don't have no ways to communicate with your ass, bro. Like he tried to write him letters. I can see if he got the letters and he wrote them back or whatever. He never got the letters. You know what I mean? But as a kid, you were a child. I don't care if he was 13. I don't have to keep contact with a nigga that went to jail because he had a gun. And I'm 13.
Okay, I'm 13. I don't have nobody in my life, nobody I consider family, except for this nigga who's taking care of me and showing me love.
He got picked up.
I'm not saying keep in contact with him through your whole life, nah. But if I'm rich and you get out of jail and we run into each other again, you're rich too.
I think that's what he was trying to do though. In the beginning, when dude came
nigga,
back, he was sitting on his Rolls Royce, he was like, nigga, you know what I mean? I got some money for you. Nigga was like, I don't want it that way.
Let me tell you, if I'm down and out and you rich and you try to slide me $100 like I'm Eddie King Jr., I might slap you across the table like Unc did in Snowfall.
See, that's the thing.
That's the ultimate disrespect. Like
it ain't.
I'm basically in jail because of what you did.
No, you in jail because you pulled a fucking gun, nigga.
To help
we could
because
have
he was
fought.
getting jumped.
We could have. I didn't pull a gun on this nigga. I punched him. So like we could get down, nigga. It's not like niggas. If it's not like a nigga had a gun on him and he pulled a gun so he can get the gun off the dude. Nigga, you went to ape shit for no reason to pull the gun on these niggas when you could have. We boxers, nigga. You could have helped me fight these niggas.
All right, look. Let's do it by equivalence because he's a little kid. So it's me and you. We at the store.
Mm-hmm.
I get jumped by 7 niggas. You get
I'm
out the car.
jumping
You got a gun. You got a gun. But you gonna put the gun down and come help? I said 7 niggas.
Okay, so I think a little bit like I'm a little smarter than the average person. I think because I'm like, if I pull out this weapon, I know I'm gonna end up having to kill somebody. That's why I never want to like hold a weapon because I know if I'm in a situation where I gotta fight somebody, and I'm probably gonna go for my weapon if it's looking bad, right? So it's like
right.
I choose not to grab my weapon because somebody's gonna get killed.
Not necessarily.
What?
What I'm saying if the odds are all the way uneven. Because so it's a good chance.
I'm pulling out a gun, nigga, if they got a gun on you. That's the only way I'm pulling out a strap.
So 7 big Terry Crews looking niggas is beating on me.
We gonna get jumped, bro.
To death.
Man, you gonna get jumped, bro. Like honestly, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. I'm not going to pull out a weapon knowing that if these niggas pull it on me, I'm gonna have to kill them. Or, you know what I mean? If I get caught with the gun, I'm going to jail. Like, that's just logical thinking.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. But, I mean, there's a loss. Like, if we just get jumped, that would be cool. But I'm talking about niggas that could potentially try to kill you.
So, like, let's talk about the real story, right? It was only 2 other niggas.
Yeah, okay. There was 2
one nigga was already on the ground leaking. So all Jonathan Majors had to do was go over there and boop bop one of the other niggas. You know what I mean? I could have got off the ground.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
The other nigga, you know what I mean? So he did a little too much. That's all I gotta say. You know what I mean? It's like you pull out a gun, nigga, that is your fault. But just like I said, as a 30-year-old man now, if that happened between me and you, I'm gonna check on you. We good. Like you straight when you get out. You know what I mean? But like this is a child we talking about.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, that situation is a little different. But I'm saying once we're grown, once we're reconnected, and he already got those emotions, like he yelled at his mama behind him. That was my brother. That was family to me. So you feel this deeply about him. There's no way I'm gonna see you looking homeless and just let you leave. No, nigga. If I got it, you got it.
Yeah, I think he didn't know what to do, and I think he felt guilty already because of what happened. You know what I mean? He was a kid. This dude went to jail over like a fight that he started. You know what I mean? He never was able to reach out. He probably was, you know, I think they said it in the movies, like he was trying to forget about that life. Like now he had been taken there to you know, a better place. He never had that. You know what I mean? He got somebody looking out for him. He had a new purpose for living. You know what I mean? He found boxing. His dad is, you know, Creed. He know who his dad was at one point. So it's like he probably just tried to forget about all that shit. You see how he was beaten at that group home. So he probably just tried to, you know, I don't know about you, but if I was a kid and I went through all of that trauma and then finally somebody took me out of it, I wouldn't want to look back either as a kid.
Right. I wouldn't want to look back. You're absolutely right. But if there was one person looking out for me through all of that drama, that's the one person I'm never going to forget and I'm always going to look back for.
Yeah. And I think I agree with you on that. He could have, when he got older, once he found
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. When now I'm Creed and I'm good and I'm set. You know what I mean? It's like, let me reach out. Let me try to reach out to this guy. Like he totally forgot about him. Period. I don't think he owes him anything, but I also feel like if that's your brother, I feel like you should reach out. That's how you feel in your, you know what I mean? Your soul. Like that's my dog. You should have reached out.
Right. Pretty much. Like that's all I'm saying. It's like you turned your back completely, even though he probably had the power to get him out of jail. Like you ain't try to do shit. You know what I mean? You just want to forget about me. Then when I come back around, then it's like, let me slide you $20 here,
I think
man. You
I
know,
think that's
if
what
you
pissed you off. I think when you saw that
that shit pissed me off.
that nigga slid that nigga $20 bill.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Took that nigga to
I
Chili's. Took that nigga to Chili's.
I wasn't fucking with that, man.
Yeah.
I want to say I was on Jonathan Major's side. I felt a little weird about what he did to get the fight.
That shit was fuck.
But also, but also, I feel like Creed should have at least set up like, hey man, you can't fight the champion, but let's get you some other fights until you get there. That nigga was just like, no, you can't, period. Nah, you too old. Nah, you out of the game. It's like, damn, if I'm telling you, if I'm your brother, like, give me a shot to do something. Don't put me in here to be as fucking, like he said, I don't want to be a punching bag to these little niggas.
Yeah. You're right. I mean, as far as like once you out, I would have tried to figure out what that nigga's motive was though, like too, because it's like that nigga kind of came out on some, instead of reaching out, the nigga came and is leaning on my car when I come outside. He looked like low key, like he was coming for something. You know what I mean? It's like I feel like if you look at Michael B. Jordan's facial expressions, he's just like what the fuck this nigga want? You know what I mean? I'm just like, you know what I mean? I know you're not coming here just to say what's up. You know what I mean?
He
like,
felt
that's why he slid on the money. He didn't know what to do. Like, what I'm supposed to do? I'm just supposed to give a nigga that just came out of jail like $100,000. Like,
if you could,
I need to figure out what's going on with you now, because I know 14, 15-year-old you. I don't know almost 40-year-old you. You're a totally different nigga. Like right now, there's some niggas that I know that are in jail now that I knew when I was 12.
Right.
I don't know who you are when you come out, when you 40. We ain't friends still.
I hear
you're a totally different nigga.
I do hear what you're saying, but if this is your brother, I would assume you would be excited. If this is the one nigga that was like damn near protecting you since that age, since when you had nobody, and he probably had nobody too. He everything he's planning in life at that time, he like, yeah, I'm gonna make sure you're there too. I got you too. Here, let me give you some money. Everything he's doing is to look out for him.
Right.
He went to jail looking out for him. When he get out of jail, I understand, like you said, he's a kid or whatever. He didn't reach out when he was an adult. That's on him. But when you see him, when you get out of jail, there's no excitement at all. You kind of looking like when we was talking about the situation of if you was to kill somebody for your wife, then you go to jail and get out, and she look at you like you can't be here no more. It's the exact same situation.
Yeah, because like at that point you were grown. So once you're grown, I get it. That's just like, okay, you could have looked out. You know what I mean? Like, but you also have to, you have to live your life as well. So it's like I could see, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna reach out and be like, hey, bro, like when you out, this is when I'm an adult though. When you out, reach out to me.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, reach out to me. I got a job for you. Like, I'm gonna say maybe you can train some of my boxers. You know what I mean? Like, I get you want to live this life that you lived when you were younger. And you want to be the champion, but it's like, I mean, he also said, he was like, man, my time is ticking. It was like, dude, like, shit technically don't work like that. I don't know boxing know boxing like that, but you can't just, hey, nigga,
a title shot.
You're gonna fight the champion. That's like a nigga getting out of jail and fighting whoever the champion is right now. I don't even follow boxing like that, but nigga, you get to fight him now just because you want to, just because I know him. It don't work like that.
Yeah, it don't. But it also don't work like, yeah. So just be a janitor.
Nah, not like that. nah. Like,
I want you to just get in the ring and let him hit you. Like, it don't work like that either. If you really care about somebody, you do that for a nigga you don't know.
Yeah, nigga, you can come in here and can you be like a nigga on my team? Just a nigga that's like, shit, you just give money because you my security or some shit like that. You help the boxers out.
Something like, it's like something you kind of, I'm saying how I would feel. I don't care how little I was when a nigga went to jail. When he got out, I want to see him doing great, because before he went in, he was all I had. So it's like, I don't give a fuck what happened in between growing up. I'm never gonna forget about you, because nigga, you were the positive in all of my darkness. It don't make no fucking sense. It don't make no sense for you to buy me this cheap ass meal. You don't want to take me to the fancy restaurant. That's why you like, oh, you be coming down here? Nah, I don't really come down here. Why we got to eat down here? And why you sliding me $40? Talking about let me know if you're gonna be all right. You got me fucked up. This nigga's walking with bags from jail. You in a Bentley. You watching me walk away, just like, damn, that nigga's out. Nigga, I've been looking out. Fuck all of that. I don't give a fuck what he grew into. Fuck that nigga, man.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what I would have been able to give somebody. Like, if I don't know how much money this nigga's at, but it looked like he was rich. Nigga got see-through floors at his house.
You got to remember, he got see-through floors. He got a fucking dining room on the roof.
Yeah.
In LA.
Yeah. So it's like he definitely, millions on millions, but it don't seem like he wants his money, right? So it's just like, okay, nigga, like I can give you the life, you know what I mean? You should hang with me or whatever, but it's like, I think he wasn't like, because at the end of the day, whatever you slide in, nigga, like money wise, that could be taken as like, like he kind of took offense to it. I don't think because the money was low. I think because it's like, nigga, I don't want no handout. Like
he took offense. Okay, so presentation is everything. If I know you see these rich rap niggas when they niggas get out, they give them a car, they handing them stacks of money and everything. Imagine these same rich niggas being like, hey man, it's good to see you. Here go. If you need anything, here go $100. If you need that, it's the presentation is everything.
Yeah,
he's treating him like he's a homeless nigga. You know what I mean? Like he's treating him like a homeless nigga. Homeless. I hope I don't see after today.
He's technically. Yeah, I think I don't know, man. Just like I said, I don't know his relationship other than that one night that they had, right? Like that was his best friend, his brother. Right? That's all he had. I don't know how he might have thought, like, yo, nigga, like we was tight, but we wasn't like everyday friends, or we wasn't, you know what I mean? We was only together for a year.
Hey man, cut it out.
I'm just that
nigga said
backstory.
That nigga said in the story, in the group home, it was them. They were brothers. He said that everything. No, it was longer than that.
It was a year.
It was longer than that.
How long?
I don't know. He said it in the story, and the reason why I know it's longer than that is because when you see them interact, he's sneaking out of the house, so that's still good after he leaves the group home.
Right.
He's sneaking out of the house, and he's still taking him around. He's still giving him money, and he's telling him, "I'm gonna make it here, and when I get there, you're gonna be right there with me."
Right.
Thanks, man. Thanks for looking out for me. Oh man, thank you. It ain't no way. It ain't no. There's no forgiveness for what Creed did. Nigga, you are the blame. Later on, what you call is doing too much, but still, like you are the source of this. It ain't no. It ain't no.
You say he the source, like it's his problem that he went to jail. You saying?
No, I'm saying he's the source of the tension between them.
Oh man, I don't know, man. I feel like Creed. If anything, and this is where I'm gonna cut it because I feel like we on this for a minute. We gonna agree to disagree. I feel like he should have definitely put him on, right? But I don't think he knew how, and I think he felt guilty. And I think that's why he was just like, shit, looking at him a certain way, like, damn, like this nigga's back. You know what I mean? I don't know if he looking at me a certain way. I ain't talked to this nigga in 18 years. I don't really know you like that no more. We was brothers when we was kids. You are an adult man. I don't know what type of nigga you are. You might be on some weirdo shit when I hang out with you. I don't know. I feel like that was the look of his face. Like, you didn't come out. It wasn't a year. First of all, why he go to jail for 18 years pulling out a gun? I don't know.
He said he had priors.
When you were a child. Like, I think he was like maybe 16, 17, possibly.
Yeah, but he said the reason it happened is because he had priors. He was like, the reason he went to jail for so long.
That nigga did life, low key.
He really did.
That nigga did life for having a gun.
He really did.
It was wild. But I mean, all I could do is as a man now is just like, hey, bro, like, you know what I mean? I don't know you like that no more. We ain't communicate for the last 18 years. Because I feel like they can reach you. As in jail, you can reach out too. And he tried to reach out through the letters, but the mom never gave it to him. I would have told the nigga that off top. I was like, nigga, I ain't never got no letter from you, bro. I ain't know how to do it myself.
Well, let me say one more thing in that, because you keep shooting this nigga all this goddamn bail. This nigga was going off on his mom about them letters, and in the going off, he said, that was my brother. I needed him. Your kids treated me like shit. He was the only brother that loved me. I needed him. So this is how you felt. This is how you felt growing up. You ain't never forget about this nigga. This is how you felt growing up, and then you grown, and then it's like, fuck him.
He never said fuck him. He never said fuck that nigga.
He did say fuck him.
He never said fuck him. He just felt like he's living his life, bro. Like you
Man,
forget after a
fuck
while.
that, man.
You're
Nah,
like,
you
you know
don't
what I
forget
mean?
shit.
And I'm telling you, bro, he went from having all of this trauma to now like I'm living good. I'm boxing now. I got a chick that I'm dealing with. I'm not saying you forget about your boy, but also I'm saying like this nigga was so young at the time. It's like shit. He might have just. I mean, he said it. He literally tried to get that part of his life away. Like he didn't want to think about it no more. And I'm not saying he did a good thing by not reaching out because you should have reached out when you was an adult, straight up.
Yes.
Should have. That's what I agree with you on. I'm just like, I'm still trying to figure out if this nigga owes him anything other than the fact, hey, bro, like, shit, you out now? Shit, I got you. I'm gonna make sure you ain't homeless for sure.
Well, I would say you don't owe nobody and nothing in life, but your heart should tell you I want to do everything I can.
Yeah.
Your heart should tell you there's no way I would be hurt if this nigga's walking around looking homeless and I'm rich. I would be hurt. Like
Right.
nigga, nah, man, get your ass in the car. We about to go do this. I don't give a fuck about you being humble.
Yeah.
We finna go do this, and this. There's no way I'm gonna let you walk away looking homeless or go buy you a meal and then get the fuck out of my face. And then invite you to my big ass house and still be like, hey, yeah, man, so go take care of yourself wherever you living at.
Didn't he
No.
say he told him he was like, whatever you need, I got you. Didn't he say that early? He's
So
like,
he's supposed to ask him for something.
what you want me to do, bro? Like, what you need? Like, dude told him, he was like, yo, I want to shot at the title. So now it's like, okay, you want to fight? Shit, come to this gym. Like, get in
Yeah,
here and
come
like,
to this gym and be a punching bag.
nigga, I don't even know you can fight. Like, nigga, you been in jail for 18 years, nigga. I can't just give you a title shot, bro. Let's see what you got. Like, you have to.
I
You have to
agree
earn
with
your.
I agree with the title shot part. I do agree with that. Like, nigga, no, you can't do that. But I do run. He runs a promotion company, right? He has a boxing promotion company.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way I can't start you with at least an exhibition. If I
Yeah.
really want to see what you got, I'm gonna start you at the bottom, and we're gonna work to the top. Let's do that at least. He didn't even want to do that.
I think that's what he did want to do.
He did not want to do that. That nigga said he basically told him he can't, or he was like, you're not a pro boxer.
Dude said he wanted the title shot at the dinner table. That's what
He
he wanted.
he did.
He was like, nigga, I want to be like, so at that point, I'm not even thinking about putting you in no exhibition fights. It seemed like, hey, let's get you in the gym and see what you got, and then we can get you some fights. Nigga, you like 35. We might have been like 38. It just seems impossible for a person to come back that old and want to box. So it's like, I don't know. Both of them were wrong. Well, no, Michael B. Jordan was wrong as an adult, but the way what's his name was trying to come back, and he already had his snakish motive. You know what I mean? So it's like they both were wrong if you think about it. Like, because I think he just gave up on him. Michael B. Jordan gave up on him, and then Jonathan Major's character, he was just so hurt by him not responding to any of the letters. He was coming in already like, fuck this nigga.
And okay, and another reason why I know Michael B. Jordan wasn't fucking with him is because even when he got him the title match, that nigga was like looking at him, and then nigga told him like, yeah, just go out there, put on the show. It's like, nigga, you don't even believe in me. I mean, my locker ain't nobody in here. You out there smiling with the Mexican dude.
That's his art. That was his boxer. He went in there and checked on him.
Man, fuck that.
He went in there and checked on him. He was just like, hey, bro, do your thing, man. Go out there and show him what you got. What you want from me, man. Nigga? What you want from me?
That's my brother. That's my brother. I'm rooting for both of these niggas.
He was my brother. Yeah, nigga, I don't know this old ass nigga no more, bro. We talking reality at this point. Nigga, like, I can see if he kept in touch with him. Like, it was Michael B. Jordan's fault that they not brothers, but at this point, you're a different person. I don't know you right now.
Man, I don't know, man.
I don't know this.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree, like you said. Let's move.
Like, all I owe you is hey, bro, be on my team. Like, let's recreate what we had. Let me see where you at first. I don't know this nigga right now.
He didn't want to do that. He wanted that nigga to be a punching bag.
He brought him into his gym, bro. That's his establishment. I'm sure he didn't want him to be, I'm sure he didn't want to be a sparring partner for good.
Hey, how much it costs to go to 24-hour fitness?
I don't know, $40.
Yes. So he's giving him $40 free admission into his gym to be a fucking punching bag.
I don't know, man. Yeah, just like you said, agree to disagree, man. We gotta move on.
Yeah. Michael B wasn't shit though, but we can move on.
He wasn't, but I feel like he tried to do something for him, but dude didn't want it.
Yeah, he tried to slide him $60.
That was wrong. I wouldn't have never tried to get that nigga no money like that. I'd be like, yo, whatever you need, I got you. And I felt like he said that.
Nah, he said if you need anything.
Yeah.
You know what you say. You know what you say to people. It could be somebody that lost somebody, right? And you ain't really close to them. You know what you say to them? If you need anything, man, just call. Do you mean that shit?
I mean, anything.
Do you mean it?
Anything is a stretch, but he's rich, so anything is a thing. You could actually do anything for him. I don't have anything to do for anybody.
So what I'm saying is, I don't know, man. It's just a presentation of it, and if you, I'm taking that choice out of your hands. If you my brother from back then, I see you now. I'm excited, and I'm taking the choice of handing you out anything out of your hands. We're going to get you all of this shit because I got it.
Make sure, nigga, when I'm locked up, you come get me, nigga.
And when you get out, I'm gonna slide you $60. Like, hey, Brian, I know you. I'm
be like, nigga,
I know you did that little time. You did that time for me.
Nigga. You left me.
My nigga, I know you did that little time for me or whatever. But here go $40, man. Black on black, we blew up. Without you though. You like, I want to be on the podcast. I don't know if you can still pod, my nigga, but if you want to edit for us for free.
Nigga, I was podding in the jail, nigga. I had a phone. It was called penitentiary podding, nigga. But anyway, man. Moving on to, I guess, there's a lot of shit that happened in the middle. You know what I mean? Like him, just like him kind of hanging around Creed. Because like what happened after they met up and had that dinner? I mean that lunch.
He is that when he told him about the letters? He's talking about the letters right there, right?
He was like, I wrote you a couple of times, and dude was like, I never got them, but you never did.
Yeah. So after that, he get home. That's when his mom is there, Felicia Rashad, and she's doing his daughter's hair.
Right.
And then they're like, where was you at? And he's like, yeah, I was out eating with somebody named Rob. Well, he was like, I was out eating with somebody named Rob because his wife don't know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, Robert. His mom was like, Robert. So it's like you could tell the mom already had a thing against him anyway. They didn't really get into what her thing against him was, though.
I think because she knew who he was, like that, she knew that was his friend, and he was probably getting into trouble. It probably would get him into trouble. So it's like, as a a guardian, it's like, I don't want you hanging around that person. And she know he went to jail. And was trying to send letters, and she just didn't want that for him.
So. She didn't want him. She didn't want to reconnect with that.
Right.
It seemed like shit was cool on his end, but then when we flashed to his side, he's like losing it. He's like in like I don't know if it was a halfway house or what it was, but he's like going off, like slamming shit, exercising, doing jail shit. Like he's going through it because he has nothing. Nigga, like the nigga I thought was my brother just bought me a steak dinner and tried to slide me $60. So I came back to nothing too.
Nigga, I could have took you to McDonald's. Just be satisfied, man. You out now, man. Let's do this shit, bro. Let's turn up. Let's go to a club or something, bro. Look, you know what I mean? I'm gonna show you the life. I'm gonna get you money. I'm gonna get you paid. It's not like, nigga, fuck. I'm about to come. I want a title shot.
Then he starts at the gym, right? Like he starts working at the gym.
Yeah.
What's his name? What's his name?
Duke.
Mitch. I mean not Mitch.
Hey Boogie.
Paid in full.
Hey
Boogie. Yeah, hey Boogie. He so Jonathan Major shows up to the gym. They made it seem like he knew who he was, but then he didn't at the same time. Because he was there back with the flashbacks when he was fighting.
Right. He knew who he was. Because he thought
so he knew who he was the whole time.
Yeah, he thought it was a bad idea to have dude in there. He was just like, dude, I get what you're trying to do, bro, but that's not on you. You know what I mean? Like I get that you want to pay this man back for, back in the day. But he was just like, dude, let that shit go. Like, this ain't a good idea. I mean, he wasn't fucking with it from jump. So he had dude that I guess his fighter, the Mexican guy, had beat all his sparring partners down. So he was like, hey, let me get you in here, get you conditioned or whatever with old boy, and was using him as a I thought dude was gonna come in there and start whooping his ass on the first time. I thought
That's what I
Jonathan
thought
Majors was
too.
gonna drop this nigga. Nigga,
That's what I thought too. I
you ain't
thought he
no
was
real
gonna go in there
champ.
and dog his ass.
Yeah. So the next time you see them spar together, you know what I mean? He like trying to injure that nigga. Like he punching him in spots that, you know what I mean, is illegal.
Yeah.
But is it illegal to sock a nigga in the shoulder?
I'm not sure, but the way they were reacting, it seemed like it was.
Yeah.
I don't know the boxing rules, but it was like every time, like because even when he did it in the while it was in there in the gym and he hit him in there, they were like, "Hey, you can't be doing that." Like, so I'm assuming it is illegal.
Yeah. So that situation right there kind of just let me know where the movie was going. I was just like, okay, he's gonna end up being able to fight this guy, but it still didn't go that quick yet. You know what I mean? They went to that that industry party that Tessa Thompson had for her artist, Kalani, and he pretty much like there was an incident, looked like a fight between two people, and one of the fighters that was supposed to fight a Creed's boxer
Adonis
hurt.
big ass.
Yeah, so it was Drago that got hurt, right?
I mean, I called him Adonis. Yeah, Drago.
So Drago got hurt. I'm thinking Drago got hurt by the person that he was about to fight, which was Mexican dude. I didn't see old boy that they showed on the news the next day.
Oh no, I saw that. I saw him. I don't know where he came from, but he was slapping him in his hand with that fucking baton.
Right. So next day they showed man. It's like this guy assaulted this person. So when I saw this dude's face, I started putting pieces together already. I was like, he's gonna know that nigga. Right away.
I told when it happened, when the fight broke out, I told my wife, I was like, he got something to do with that shit.
Yeah.
Like I don't. It was too convenient. Like he got something to do with that shit.
Right. I was just like, yep, definitely he got somebody to do that. That's his boy. And that's why they keep showing his face on the news so you can remember it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So dude ends up getting the title shot because there's nobody else for him to fight. Like they wanted him to fight other people, but they just weren't ready. So they was like, hey, we can do it's almost like another Creed story. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, we could give this guy a chance. You know what I mean? If anything, it'll be another notch on your belt. And you know what I mean? You give somebody a chance and everybody wins. You know what I mean? Dude gets a title shot.
Yeah.
You get another notch on your belt. Well, that's what they thought. Right. So, and yeah.
That nigga that nigga got in there. Okay, and like I said, it's certain shit that's pissing me off because when they're getting ready to fight, what you call it? What is his name in the movie?
Which one?
Jonathan Majors.
Damien
is in his locker room with just two niggas. I don't know where these trainers came from, but he's just like alone basically.
Right.
This nigga Creed ain't really showing him no love like that. And then when he goes in there, it ain't like good luck, man. I want to see what you. He was just like put on a show. He basically in his mind like, oh, this nigga gonna lose.
Yeah, for sure.
You got me fucked up. Like support your brother.
He did.
God damn it.
He went in there.
No,
he
was didn't.
Like, hey, bro, do your thing. But as a fighter, I know that. Okay, well, he was supposed to know. I guess he was like, okay, this guy right here has been training, fighting everybody, and this other guy's been in jail not fighting. So I mean, it's kind of like it was supposed to be a win-win for everybody. It's like, nigga, you got a shot, but this guy is better than you technically. And the only reason why Dame won because he did illegal shit the whole time. If you keep it real,
shit the whole time,
right? You keep it real.
So that that's why I said that part. I was like, nah, I can't really fuck with you on that. Like, if you'd have beat him straight up,
right,
then I would have fucked with you. But all that illegal shit you was doing, like, nah, that shit ain't cool. That shit wouldn't. That's where it switched up. Where it's like, okay, now it's like the past don't mean shit. Because now you just coming in on some rogue shit.
Right.
Even though he was the reason, even though Creed is the reason you're doing this, but now you're here and now you just on some rogue shit. So now it's like you are the villain.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you dropped him in front of everybody.
And boy, I swear, nigga, that part right there really was just like. So once he won the title, because he beat dude up illegally. He just turned into a new nigga. He wasn't like, because dude was humble at first. He was like, yeah, man, you saying, help me out, appreciate it. You know what I mean? He turned into like, hey, nigga, the fuck wrong with like his LAX that came out and shit. He was like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got
But he was that same
I'm
nigga
a
though.
champ now, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I was
He
like,
was he was the same dude. He was the
that,
same dude from
oh, he was the
before he
same
went to
dude.
jail.
But yeah, but you know what I mean? When you saw him come out, it seemed like he was gonna be a cool nigga. But that nigga was
Nah.
he had motives. Um, he was happy to be the champ. I don't know where this nigga got this fan base that fill up a whole beach though. That shit
It
came
was
out
just
of
niggas.
nowhere.
You know, niggas with niggas with money do nigga shit, everybody come.
Right. And it's like this nigga Adonis Creed come out of there and get fired on in the middle of at the beach. That was just like, okay. We already know where it was going after that. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, I gotta fight this nigga. This is the only way I'm gonna be able to stop him is I gotta put him down.
Yeah. I want to say I don't want to jump to the end of the movie, I guess. But I don't know I don't know. Like, did that shit happen too fast? Like, he got the championship belt. How long did it take for them to fight? I know they did a montage, but
They
that
did
shit
a
happened
montage.
fast.
That had to be like 3 months, maybe. I felt like, well, maybe it could have been shit. The way they had Creed looking, because Creed went from like he wasn't as in shape to like shit, damn near Jonathan Major shape. That might have took like
Yeah,
5-6 months. I feel like boxers have like
but
about
yeah,
6 months in between fights.
something like that. But yeah, so it got real quick.
Yeah.
Uh, the whole fight scene between them two was dope as fuck to me. Like the shit they were doing. Normally, like when they do imagination shit, you be like, man, come on. But when they did that shit, like when they blacked it out and it's just them in the ring, and then you see them like going through the bullshit,
Yeah.
that shit was dope to me.
Yeah. And I know that could probably be, I know that's going to make other people feel a certain way, like, oh, nigga wasn't real, but I fucked with it.
I fucked
You
with
know
it
what I mean?
tough.
I could tell that some people weren't feeling it was like, oh, that's like fantasy or whatever. But I
Mm.
felt like it was more than that, right? Like what was going on? Like it was just them two. Like it would have been dope if they would have talked to each other while they was boxing. I thought that was gonna happen. Like you know what I mean? Like have like a little dialogue while they beating each other's ass in there. That's why they kind of quieted everything out. But the jail bars, you know what I mean, popping up out of nowhere.
But
And
it was dope because it's like
it was
it was showing that it was showing it without saying it. Like nigga, I
right.
was in jail, you wasn't there for me. So it's showing the back and forth. Like nigga, I was a kid.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they're showing the argument, but they're arguing with the way they speak.
Right. Right. Yeah. And that was a dope fight. Just like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like I thought they was gonna do the regular, shit, you've seen a million boxing movies. Just like this nigga gets dog walked all the way to the 12th round and
yeah.
then finally gets like fucking kickboxer Jean-Claude Van Damme and just goes crazy. You hear the theme song music, and then Creed is just more powerful now after he got his ass whooped. So I'm glad that they showed Creed kind of whooping his ass still. Like, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like, it was a fair fight through the whole joint. And I think what's his name did one illegal thing.
Yeah, and I wanted to point that out because it's like he still cared about him. So it's like he wasn't treating him like a regular nigga, like he treated the champion. He wasn't treating him like that.
Yeah, he was like, "Get up, Johnny."
It was like, yeah. He wanted that respect from his little brother that he still loved.
Right.
Creed is a fucking sucker for that. But I told my wife before they fought, I said I think Creed is gonna let him win. I was
I
like,
was
I think
hoping
he's
not.
gonna let him win.
I was hoping.
Okay, so when he got dropped, right?
Mhm.
Because he kind of with a tough one, nigga. Like he pushed his whole insides in, and the nigga dropped, and they doing the countdown. He closed his eyes. I was like, okay, it's about to happen right here. But then his wife was like, get up. Then it was like, okay, he about to beat his ass now.
Yeah, it was a wrap. It was when he got punched, I thought the same thing. I was like, okay, I hope he don't do this because it's not gonna end it. Because dude wanted to win, like he wanted to win fair and square. So even if you
And
let
that's
him
what,
win,
and
it
that's what
ain't
my
gonna
wife
look
told
good.
me.
Yeah.
She said if he let him win, he's gonna be pissed off because he want to earn it himself.
Right. So pretty much after all of the effects and whatnot, Creed ends up winning the championship. You know what I mean? Caught him with a good one. Put that nigga down.
That was clean too. Like when they kept showing their vision, Like, cause even when Damon was fighting the Mexican dude, it's like he's sitting in the corner, but he's just like watching him. And he watched him put that ice on his arm. That nigga like tensed up. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm finna fuck that arm up." Like
Right.
they targeted. And then we saw earlier too in the beginning of the movie, Creed is doing his last fight. That nigga's getting beat up, but then he caught it. Like he moved to the side. He saw them ribs.
I
Like,
saw
oh
that
nigga, I'm
open
taking
up.
them ribs out.
Right. Yeah. I felt like they did that for his the last shot, right? Because the dude had an opening in his face, so they showed that and he got him. And he was out
Oh,
of
he
there.
took nigga. He he gave everything he had to that opening.
Yeah. So where it got a little, this is why I feel the way I feel in the beginning of the whole argument that we just had about it. Like the ending when they're sitting, in the locker room together. You know what I mean? He knows that he was wrong from jump. Like, he even said it, like, nigga, we was kids, bro. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, it wasn't on you. And then Creed was like, shit, it wasn't on you either. You know what I mean? It's just like, you didn't have to do what you did. You know what I mean? I don't know if that was exactly how he meant it, but it seemed like they were both kind of like apologizing in their own way. But
They
were children.
And then okay, and then how that scene ended. If I was Creed, I'd be like, come out here with me. You my brother, come out here with me. That nigga hit him with another. If you need anything, you know where I am. Nigga, fuck your hand out. Like, what are you not understanding about that?
Nigga, after you drop me at the beach, nigga, like, I don't want to be your friend no more. I'm like, you first of all, you gotta think about this, bro. Like, now you got a family, you know what I mean? You got a legacy. And this nigga literally, he hurt a boxer. He fucked up. He tried to fuck up your whole establishment, low key, your whole shit going on. He tried to mess that up. I thought he was gonna try to fuck his wife, but he didn't.
Hey, no lie. I was like, I was getting real uncomfortable in them scenes when they was talking. I was like, what is he about to say to her that's gonna fuck some shit up?
Right. So I was like, you did all of that. So that's the type of nigga you are, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I get you apologize, cool. If you need me, I'm here. But you ain't about to roll with me, nigga. You just did some weirdo shit, low key. Like, nigga, you low key tried to fuck my life up. And if you would have won, we probably wouldn't even be cool right now. You probably wouldn't have came over here and apologized. You got your ass whooped. That's why you feel humble and shit. But nigga, you ain't the homie. You a bitch.
I don't know, man. I think if he lost, because like I said, in that ring, that's where they found that love again. Like I now I remember who you were before you left. So it was like they had that love because you seen him. He was looking over at him like, God, I don't want to hit this nigga. This is my little brother. I don't want to hit him. So he had that love for him. If he would have won, it would have still been love. But if Creed would have let him win, I don't think it would have been love.
I don't know, man. I think dude was he was seeking revenge. You know what I mean? He wasn't really like, after probably some years in jail, he was like, yo, this ain't my nigga no more. Like, that nigga had so much animosity towards that nigga, so much anger that when he came out, he tried to ruin him. You know what I mean? And it's like,
you living my life.
Yeah, all Creed could do at this point is like, yo, bro, if you need me, holla at me. But are we about to kick it now? No, nigga, fuck you.
So you don't see him coming back for the next one?
No. I think the way that they doing these movies now, even if they make another one, I feel like it's gonna be, they're trying to follow like how Rocky was. So however Rocky 4 is, I think that's what's gonna happen.
Fuck, I could don't give me the numbers. I don't remember that shit.
Yeah,
I think by the way, the next Rocky is gonna have his daughter fighting.
I hope not, man. When I saw that, I was like, I like their, the father and daughter thing. Like, that was cool. Like the sign language, I felt like that was a nice heartfelt part of the movie. But I hope they don't turn this into the next Karate Kid kind of situation.
That's what it's gonna be.
Yeah, no, I hope
she's gonna be boxing, and then Uncle Damon's gonna come to help training.
Oh man, that's the prediction.
Yeah, man. The next Rocky's gonna have her fighting, and that Uncle Damon there to help train.
As silly as that sounds, man, I wouldn't deny it, bro. I mean, I wouldn't not deny it, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
I think it's gonna be dope though. I don't think it's gonna be bad. I think it's gonna be cool.
Yeah, bro. I can't say nothing. It's possible. It's definitely possible that could happen. I don't know if I want to see it, but I'll probably still watch it.
That shit gonna be dope, man.
Yeah, good movie all together, man. I went in like I kept hearing people say it was good, and I was like, damn, I kind of didn't want to see that. I kind of didn't want people to tell me it was good because I wanted to go in like not knowing. But I think it was good. Like my
Right.
own opinion, I was already tired in the movies, so
Yeah.
it woke me up. You know what I mean? The movie kept me focused the whole time. I was definitely looking forward to everything that was happening, and yeah, it was good. I fucked
No,
with it.
it was a damn good movie.
But would you put
Like
this?
I can't really remember two like that. I remember one.
Okay.
Two, I just don't. For some reason, I'm drawing a blank on two.
That's when he fought Drago, the Russian dude.
Yeah, I know that. I like how you can't remember what happened in the movie.
Yeah, no, I get you.
It's like that for me. I don't remember shit from that movie, but I remember part one though.
So I like this more than two. So it's like 1, 3, and then 2 at this point, ranking wise.
So you got one still better than this one?
Yeah, I fucked with 1.
Oh, one was tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably did the same thing. 1, 3, 2. Probably the same thing.
Yeah. So you ready to rate this shit?
But it ain't no big ass gap in between 1 and 3. They both like I said,
they stand on their own, like low key. You know what I mean? Yeah. I feel like the way that this movie was, like it wasn't like weird or corny or nothing like that. Like it was a good movie. I like the fact that it's still on its own. I like the fact that it had like a little backstory between them two. I fucked with that.
Right. They didn't have to borrow nothing to continue on. They didn't have to do no. They didn't throw no corny shit in there. It was just like it was his own story. It just happened to be attached to the other story.
Yeah. Why they call it Michael B. Jordan corny in the streets, man? Like why is that? Why is that a thing?
Once again, that's something that's not my goddamn business. I didn't know this nigga growing up. I don't know the nigga to call him corny. That ain't my business.
That shit was weird. I was just like, motherfuckers call anybody corny. I think they was calling him corny because he was
right. Motherfuckers got motherfuckers got reasons to call anybody anything. Fuck them. It ain't my business.
Most people corny in their own way.
Right. By my standards.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But are you ready to rate?
Are you ready for the rating?
Yeah. Go ahead.
You want me to go? Stop talking while I talk, my nigga. You want?
I didn't say that.
You want to go?
I didn't say that. I said go ahead.
I said you want me to go? All right. I give it a right. I'm not wasting no time with the rights on this one, and I'm gonna watch it again.
Right. Yeah, replay value too.
No change of channels.
Nah.
So this is do you feel like this is the best movie so far this year?
Ooh, I never even thought of it because I'm trying to think of what I've seen this year so far. I mean, it's early. This is the best movie in the theater that I've seen so far. Because I'm trying to think, did Wakanda Forever come out this year? Or was that last year? That was last year. Yeah. I haven't seen any. This is the first movie I've seen this year. So ain't nothing to put it up against. I mean, we've seen a lot of straight to video movies or straight to Tubi or Hulu.
Right.
I don't know if I can put it up against those. I did see it. I feel like I saw some decent movies this year, but this is the first movie that I've seen in the theater, so I can't put it up against anything.
Like, so if you put it against The Reading.
Oh, shit. This movie's it's better than The Reading. Come on now. Come on, bro.
Nah, I don't want to compare like that, man. It's two different worlds. This is a good ass movie, though.
Yeah.
This is a damn good movie.
You gonna buy it on DVD?
I haven't bought a DVD since 2001.
Yeah. The last DVD I bought was Black Panther, the first one, and that was what 2006.
The last DVD I bought was my Martin collection, and you remember back when that came out? That was it. I ain't bought DVDs since then.
I got them all, bro, and I'll never probably put them in again because it's all on TV.
All right, yeah.
It's literally, I just have it, just to have it.
Just to have it. But like, share, subscribe. We out here. Follow us. Talk to us. We talk back.
Yeah, let us know your
Uh,
opinion. Do you think Jonathan Majors was right in the beginning, or was Adonis Creed wrong? Whatever, like just let us know. You know what I mean? It's all opinion anyway. So
yeah, whose side was you riding with?
yeah,
Pretty much.
for sure. We'll holla. All right, we out.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube and Spotify and follow us on IG and TikTok.